Good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, kem cho, and bonjour to one and all present over here.
My name is Bheem Asbir, and it's an honor to be your MC tonight.
Well, it's a beautiful evening, and I'm your host Lipi Goyal, and along with my co-host Bheem, we take immense pleasure in welcoming you all at the Canada India Foundation's Global Indian Awards Ceremony 2017.
As you know, we've honored many distinguished Indian leaders. You can see it on the walls here. They range from public policy arena, corporate leaders, philanthropists. Together, they represent the very best of what it means to be a global Indian. Today marks yet another pinnacle in CIF's journey. Our distinguished honoree, Shri Baba Ramdev Ji, represents the very best of India's export, yoga. Now I would like to introduce my partner in crime. Mr. Anil Shah is a chemical engineer by profession and a metal trader at heart. He is the president of Nine Metals, a company incorporated in 1990. With the objective of trading in metals and allied industrial raw materials. Today, NIMAT's highly diversified activities have given it a unique market position, largely due to the business acumen, entrepreneurial vision, and unending energy of its founder, Mr. Shah. He's an avid golfer. Please welcome the national convener of CIF, Mr. Anil Shah.
Dear friends, welcome to the 2017 Canada India Foundation's Global Indian Award and the celebration of 10 glorious years. You know, the feeling is that we have just started CIF. I just think it as if it was started last week or something. But 10 glorious years have passed and so many memories we have to cherish. 6 awards have been given away to the past recipients. You can see them, all the 6 of them listed here in this. And this year, we are giving this Global Indian Award to the true global Indian, the one and only, the Yoga Guru as is known, Swami Ramdev. Swamiji, thank you very much for coming here, accepting this award in person. It's an honor and privilege for all of us at CIF and the whole Indian diaspora. You are a true global Indian who makes us proud with your philanthropy, global reach through practicing yoga and benefits of Ayurveda. Your belief in incorporating Ayurvedic principles in food preparations, using herbal compounds, has made a profound impact on a lot of human beings who, like you, we all believe that health and wellness depends upon the balance of body, mind, and spirit. Thank you for your teachings. And once again, thank you for coming here. Most of you, all of you know actually, what Canada India Foundation has done in the last 10 years, including the Health Summit recently concluded this year in India, in Delhi. And you'll see a lot more of Canada India Foundation in the next few, from the next few speakers. It takes years and years and a lot of hard work to bring the two nations together. Closer, and organizations like CIF contribute with a lot of behind-the-scenes work. Former Prime Minister Stephen Harper and our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi worked very hard to bring these two great nations and democracies closer. And you know what? All that was negated, and Deputy Premier, please convey my message. All that hard work has been negated in one day with one single motion from a private member at a provincial legislature which we believe should not have been touched in the first place. In this democratic world, we all know everyone has the right to do things in the way they think it should be done. We are fully cognizant of that fact. But we also believe that leaders of each party, whether it is Liberals, whether it is NDP, or whether it is Progressive Conservative, you all control your caucus members. You may not control it in a different way, but you do have a big say what your caucus member has to and wants to do. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening.
Well, I would now like to take this opportunity to invite our next dignitary. He's a bureaucrat, an Indian author, and diplomat par excellence who formerly served as the official spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs of India. Recently, he has also been appointed as the High Commissioner of India to Canada. He's famous for penning down the novel Q&A that was adapted into the famous film Slumdog Millionaire, which also won an Oscar for the Best Motion Picture and Screenplay Adaptation in 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, with immense pride and with your applause, please welcome Honorable High Commissioner, Mr. Swabhiman.
It is a pleasure to join you all this evening. You know, the best thing about speaking so early in the program is that no one can accuse you of coming between you and your dinner. So it's wonderful to be given this opportunity to deliver the keynote address at this year's gala. And this year's gala is rather special because the Canada India Foundation is celebrating its 10th anniversary. And its tagline, "Democracy is working together," beautifully sums up its mission. Since its inception in 2007, CIF has worked tirelessly to promote stronger bilateral ties between Canada and India, greater engagement of the Indo-Canadian community in Canadian politics and public policy, and increasing awareness of the changing face of India. Now, I have been in Canada for just under 4 months. But even in the short span of time, I have been convinced that there are no two countries which offer so much to each other than Canada and India. We are the two largest democracies in the world, one by population and the other by area. We share similar values and beliefs, and we are two countries which understand diversity, which respect diversity. At a time when much of the world is turning dangerously inward, insular, and intolerant, when there is a rising clamor to fortify borders, draw lines, and keep the other out, Canada, with its constructive and compassionate voice in the world, stands as a beacon, a country that openly welcomes outsiders and makes them her own. So much so that the Greater Toronto Area is now the most diverse city on the planet, with half of its residents born outside the country. So Canada is becoming a community of communities, where everyone has the opportunity to achieve their full potential. India and Canada need to work together a whole lot more. Equally importantly, we have to be mindful of each other's concerns. What we really need between India and Canada are connectors. People and institutions that can act as a bridge for ideas, investments, and initiatives. The Canada India Foundation is one such connector. The other is the individual they are honoring today with the Global Indian Award, Baba Ramdev. Through his brand of yoga, Baba Ramdev has brought India and Canada closer together. As a tireless teacher to millions of people, Baba Ramdev has brought enlightenment and empowerment to his followers in every corner of the world. At a time when there is no shortage of conmen and godmen who promise to deliver salvation and a life in heaven, Baba Ramdev concerns himself with the here and now, offering a stress-free, disease-free life and improving the health and happiness of his followers through the ancient Indian discipline of yoga. Just as thousands throng his early morning yoga camps in India, we saw thousands of Canadians throng his yoga practice yesterday in Toronto. Baba Ramdev has also shown himself to be a great philanthropist, an excellent educationist, and most of all, an inspirational business leader. His Patanjali brand of Ayurvedic products has grown into a colossal $1.5 billion empire in just about a decade, becoming India's third largest FMCG company, beating established companies such as Nestle and Buchanan. I'm sure that there is much that he can teach Canada and Canadians. Because Canadians are often described as the most polite, self-effacing and humble people on the planet. As Peter Swabhiman quipped, this is the only country on earth whose citizens dream of being Clark Kent instead of Superman. I'm sure with Baba Ramdev's help, all of you can become Superman. Because the world needs more of Canada. The world needs more of India. And the world needs a strong India-Canada partnership.
Thank you so much, Mr. Swabhiman, for drawing our attention towards New India. As he mentioned about Baba Ramdev, how tireless teacher he is, and his dedication towards yoga, I would like to recite an incident over here, but in my own language, Hindi. कल जब इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ योगा का इवेंट होस्ट किया था मैंने, और जैसा कि स्वरूप जी ने कहा कि हजारों लोग योग कर रहे थे, उन हजारों में से एक इंसान बैक स्टेज आया जिनका नाम राजेश था, और वो शायद आपके भक्त हैं और आपके आसन्स बहुत डेडिकेटेडली फॉलो करते हैं। और उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि जब हम सूर्य नमस्कार करते हैं, विच इज़ आसना, जब हम सूर्य नमस्कार करते हैं तो हम सूरज को नमस्कार करते हैं, लेकिन बाबा जी का डेडिकेशन और एक गुरु जो जिस तरह से योग करता है, उसको देख के आज ऐसा लगता है कि जब वो सूरज को नमस्कार करते होंगे तब सूर्य उनको नमस्कार करता होगा। So very rightly said by Mr. Swarup, he's a tireless teacher who has ample amount of dedication for his yoga. Over to you, Dean.
In terms of what you're talking about Ramdev, for the last 30 years, I've been doing meditation and yoga. And with the markets going up and down, very stressful, and what has saved me is meditation, yoga, Alom, Kapalbhati. I tell my kids, absolutely. Before getting on stage here, I did some Alom, aligning the left brain with the right brain. I tell my kids before they go write any exam that they should do Alom, and if they get time, they should do Kapalbhati. And I tell everybody I meet, if they have any problem, I say Kapalbhati. Next, we have another powerful speaker after Anil Shah. We have Mr. Ajit Someshwar. He was born in Bombay and he went to Bombay University as well. He did his degree in economics and cars. He has designation of CA from both India and England. He is president and CEO of CSI Group of Companies. He has dozens of investments. I would now like to welcome the chairperson of CIF, Mr. Ajit Someshwar, to the stage to say a few words.
This year is special. It's 150 years of the Canadian Confederation and 70 years of Indian independence. Shared democracies, shared vibrance of democracies has cemented our past and will provide a firm foundation for a solid future based on democratic, multicultural, multi-ethnic values and vision. This time is auspicious. We are honoring Swamiji. Swamiji has made all of us global Indians proud. Proud for reviving the Indianness amongst Indians all over the world through the propagation of yoga and Ayurveda. You have single-handedly, sir, you have single-handedly taken back yoga from the Lululemon yoga to the spiritual yoga of India, and I salute you for that. Congratulations, sir. You made us hold our heads high, and yet we bow to you for your achievements. But not all is peaches and cream, as Anil mentioned. Not all is peaches and cream. I'm going to cut this part very short, but I'm just going to say one thing. If you are going to breed snakes in your backyard, watch out. They might come and bite you instead of the neighbor. We at CIF will work hard to bridge the gaps and smooth out the wrinkles. We will do that for Canada. We are Canadians first. We are Indo-Canadians next. There has never been a better time to rally around the Canada and India relationship. And I know all my friends at CIF that when it comes to adversity, we all just rise up and get it done. Because we've done it in our businesses, in our professional empires, we've just done it. So we are going to make this relationship the best relationship between two democracies ever. Thank you all. Have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. And just remember that we are going to be, India and Canada are going to be joined at the hip forever. Things happen, things will get solved. Thank you.
Baba Ramdev Ji was born in Haryana in a farming family. At the age of 2, he was paralyzed, but through yoga, he recovered fully. He studied in Indian schools called Gurukuls, where they teach Indian scriptures, yoga, and Sanskrit. And as you all know, Sanskrit is the mother of all languages. Over the last 20 years, he has been practicing yoga and teaching yoga around the world and curing many diseases. Even the Western doctors come to him for advice, and he saved billions of dollars of people because they're rid of the diseases. And he's made Alom Alom and Kapalbhati a household yoga practice. He is the founder of Patanjali Ayurveda, Patanjali Yoga Peeth, and Bharat Swabhiman Trust. He has received many awards and recognitions. And just recently, a few days ago, there was a gathering of 300,000 people who practice yoga at one place with Baba Ramji. Setting a world record. 300,000 people doing yoga with Baba Ramdev. He is, as you heard, he is number 3 right now, but he is well on his way in becoming the largest manufacturer of fast-moving consumer goods in India. And I must say, I use many of his products, the face creams, Thank you. No, I use those creams, the face creams all the time. I use the soaps. I use aloe vera, avla juice. These are dailies. And also I use the wonderful haldi as well. Thank you. Thank you. He's also championed some political causes such as corruption. And this has really helped India turn a corner. And it's just a matter of time before India becomes an economic superpower.
I would request everyone to please have your eyes on the AV.
In a journey which spans more than 2 decades, Yog Rishi Swami Ramdev gave yoga to the world as a diagnostic science, illustrating its benefits through examples and evidences. He made yoga so simple and result-oriented that millions today have made it their daily routine. It was Swamiji's relentless pursuit to give yoga its due recognition that on December 11, 2014, Indian Prime Minister Honorable Shri Narendra Modi convinced the world at United Nations that yoga is the only way to transform both mind and body and be one with yourself. He suggested 21st June as International Yoga Day, and the world accepted it. Swami Ramdev, through his own rigor, trials and tribulation, ushered in a movement against black money and corruption that eventually led to the change of governance. There is something perennial about Swami Ramdev. If Charkha is a symbol of Swadeshi, then Patanjali Yoga Peeth is its manifestation, founded on the principles of low cost, world-class quality and 100% charity from profit. A nationalist who motivates people to walk the less travelled path of Swadeshi, making every Indian realize that it is the only wheel of change for India to achieve its financial independence. When it is possible to cure 90 to 99% of diseases with Yoga and Ayurveda, Swami Ramdev and Acharya Balkrishna established Patanjali Research Institute, spread over 10 acres of land, built with an initial cost of 200 crores. It is the first of its kind where cell line trial, animal trial, and clinical control trial to ascertain and analyze the effectivity and impact of various components in the medicinal plants tested through scientific mechanism. There are thousands of Patanjali Chikitsalaya across the length and the breadth of the country, combining the traditional knowledge of pulse reading with contemporary Ayurvedic medicine. People have come back from death and disability to live a healthy and active life. It was not late when Swamiji realized the bitter truth about food. Swami Ramdev and Acharya Balkrishna gave a huge thrust to organic farming. Today, Patanjali Yoga Peeth has brought lakhs of acres of cultivable land under chemical-free agriculture and also helping lakhs of individual farmers to practice organic farming. With an aim to achieve milking excellence, Swami Ramdev and Acharya Balkrishna has delved into the protection, conservation and development of the native bovine breeds of cows that are almost extinct now. Whenever there has been a natural disaster of quantum magnitude, be it the earthquakes in Nepal, tsunami in the southern India, or the Uttarakhand disaster, Patanjali Yoga Peeth, spearheaded by Swami Ramdev and Acharya Balkrishna, were the first to respond with all humanitarian aspects of emergencies to lessen the impact of disasters. Life isn't a race to win, it is a school for higher knowledge and self-transformation. Swamiji very strongly feels that good education cannot be a prerogative of a privileged few. He wants to devise a sophisticated application for knowledge by building a world-class university that would crack the elite education monopoly held by a very small number of mostly Western places. When courage and truth are two hands, compassion and restraint are your way of life, when knowledge and hard work are in your strides, then you are experiencing Swami Ramdev in you.
At this stage, I'm now honored to present to you on stage an international hero who has devoted his life in helping others to present the 2017 CIF Global Indian Award to Guru Baba Ramdev Ji.
I would also request all the CIF award sponsors to please step up on stage. Mr. Ajit Sobeshwar from CSI Group, Mr. Anil Shah, Mr. Bhim Asdhir, Mr. Ramesh Chotar, Mr. V.I. Lucky Lakshmanan, Mr. Sujit Babra, Dr. Terry Papneja, Mr. Mayur Dave, and Mr. Satish Thakkar. I would also request Mr. Swaroop and Mr. Dinesh to please join us on stage. Upon Mr. Venki Raman from CIBC, who wants to present a special point to Babaji.
Those of you not aware of it, but this award also goes along with a $50,000 cash, which goes to his favorite charity of the award recipient.